I'm going to show you how we turned this $10 Goodwill clock into a custom advertising piece for Earthbound Body Piercing in Grand Junction, Colorado, all using our Eufy Make UV Printer. The first thing we had to do was completely disassemble this vintage clock, and this is the moment I realized that I was going to have to chip off all the paint inside the glass because it already has a chip, and I'm not about to send that off to our client. So here is a video of me gloriously scraping off the paint. This ASMR is amazing. I'm just gonna let you enjoy the deliciousness of it. Heavenly. All right, so the next step was to scuff sand the entire frame. We decided that we were gonna go ahead and spray paint this particular piece, so it didn't need a full sand. And then after you scuff sand, you always wanna wipe off all of that residue from the varnish and the bits that came off of it to make sure it's good to go for the next step. So after that, my boyfriend went ahead and spray painted the entire frame because that is not my jam. But it turned out great. We chose black because we're kind of going for a spooky forest theme. So this is the design we ended up going with. So this design actually came from stickers that the owner of Earthbound had at a shop, and I just thought that they were wicked cool. So to make the frog clock face work, we went ahead and printed out that frog on a piece of photo paper and did the entire clock face ahead of it. Next, we wanted to add a pendulum to this particular clock, and the owner also had this really cool sticker of a snail. So we decided to put that on the pendulum of the clock that we decided to add. So this is where our Eufy Make UV printer came in and did all the heavy lifting for us and printed that on there. So the next thing we had to do was figure out how are we going to get the trees and the Earthbound on the glass. So for this part of the process, we chose to use our amazing Eufy Make UV printer one more time because it can print straight on the glass for us. And voila, just like that, we have our trees printed on the glass as well as Earthbound. So next was to reassemble the clock. I went ahead and sped all this up for you guys. So we're putting in the clock face, putting in all of the parts of the clock that cushion the glass. And we're putting back in the pendulum so it works. And then finally, we screwed in the backing. And this is how it turned out. We were so thrilled with this product. There is a pretty good glare on it because I had to make this sparkling clean for our client. So I'll put just a static image of it at the end.